Today we're going to be going over the menu settings. Now the menu settings allows you to make changes to the way the menu looks, the fonts, and the colors. Now first thing you want to do is you want to disable the transparent menu. To do this, you want to go into your back office. You want to go to your station setup. You then want to uncheck the enable transparent menu. Once you're done here, you want to hit update. And then we're going to go back to the menu. So as you can see now, it's no longer transparent and you can make customizations to the colors. Now in the same station setup, you're also going to see where you can update or change your fonts. So this field at the top is going to be your departments, and at the bottom is going to be your items. So in here you have a drop down list of a variety of different fonts you can choose from. You also can make this bold, or you can make this italic, or you can underline it as well. On the right side you can have a preview of the text, so as you can see it's going to update depending on which different type of font I choose from here. And then you can also change your size, as you can see as well. Now, one extra option you have here is the ability to change the button size. You can change this to either small or you can have it to where it's large. Do keep in mind that if you do set it for large, this means that it will take up more space on your menu. So for a list of more than maybe 20 or 30 items, you may have to go to page 2 in order to see the rest. As opposed to if it's a small button size, it may be able to hold all of the items as opposed to 2 pages. Now the menu settings is going to be in the back office here, towards the bottom right. Once you're inside of here, you're going to see on the left side is going to have your departments, and then your right side is going to have your items. So right now, this is in the order that you see here: appetizers, beverages, desserts, kids menu, all the way down to soups. If you want to move this around, so let's say for example you want the pizza to show up first, you would click on pizza, move this to the very top. Now on the menu, it's going to show up slightly different. It's not going to show up from top to bottom. It's actually going to show from left to right. So things that are on the top goes from left. The further you go down on the menu settings list, it's going to show towards the right. Now this does have 2 pages, so it will reset to the left side once you get past these options here. So I'm going to go back into the menu settings. Now you can do the exact same thing with the items. And if you want to make this a little bit easier, let's say for example you want all of your items to show up in alphabetical order. There is an alphabetized button you can click on. You just have to click it once, and what it does is it categorizes all of your items in alphabetical order for you. Now keep in mind that this only applies to your existing items that you have here. If you have any new items that you create after this, this will not work, or it won't categorize it automatically. So any new items, you have to go back in here and click this button again to re-alphabetize it. Now towards the bottom you're going to have a few features you can do. The first thing you can have is the caption. You can change the name here. Now keep in mind this does change the name of the actual department. This doesn't change it temporarily or just for the menu, as you can see. You can also add a secondary language. And then you can, if you have this box checked in, this means that it's showing on the menu. Now if you have a department that you're not going to use, maybe it's just used for inventory purposes, or maybe it's used for, in this case here, some of the function features, we can just go ahead and uncheck this box here. So that means it's going to be in your inventory or department list in the back end, but it will not show up on the menu. Towards the bottom you're going to have a few features. Now the first thing you have is select picture. This allows you to select your own customized picture. I highly recommend that you choose a picture that has a transparent image. This means that it's not going to show a white background to it. It's only going to show the picture, and that's it. Now if you want to add a picture, just hit select picture. It's going to give you a list of your existing folders. So I'm going to go here and I can search for any picture I want. Click here and I will just select it, and then that updates the picture list here. Now your back color, that's going to be the background color. So as you can see right now, it's purple. If I wanted to change this, I'm going to hit select back color, and I can choose one of the basic colors out of the list. So I want to change this color to, let's say, this one here. Hit OK. As you can see, it's going to update it. And the same thing goes for your forecolor. Now this is regarding the text. So if you want your text to be a different color than what it is, click here, look for the color you want, and then hit OK. Now this does have a defined custom colors. So if you want this to be a specific color that's not in this basic colors list, you can actually choose one of the colors out of this list here, where it allows you to make it more darker, more lighter, or you can play with the numbers here and get your own customized color. Now towards the bottom, you're going to have a couple different features. You have menu schedule configuration. What this allows you to do is actually customize this menu first, and then you can add it to a schedule. So this means that during this time frame, it's going to be from, let's say, 8 in the morning until 12. You're going to have these specific items showing here, while maybe lunchtime or dinner hours, you may have different menu items showing up. The best thing to do is actually create the menu first, and then make sure you update it. And then this feature has a way of going in and actually cloning the menu. So once you're done, you don't have to worry about starting from scratch. You can just clone the basic menu and then make the updated changes, and then add another one. The second option is going to be where it says select stations on which you want to apply the menu. Now every single menu item that you make changes to in this feature, it allows you to customize it per station. So maybe there's a specific station that doesn't really do a lot of items. We've had situations where a concession stand, they only have a certain amount of items that they want to be displayed because that's all they're going to sell. So what they do is on that station, they would only have concession foods, while the stations on the inside would have the full-blown menu. So in this case here, when you click on it, it's going to show you an existing, all the existing stations. So you can select those stations to which you want to apply the menu to. The next tab is going to be your modifier menu. Now, when you click on the modifier at the bottom of the invoice screen, you're going to see these options. So what this allows you to do is actually customize what you want to be shown. So this works out perfectly if you have maybe a sub that has a lot of different toppings you can choose from, and toppings that are going to be on the menu, but you maybe don't want it to show up unless they request it. So with this feature here, it allows you to go in and either move them around in alphabetical order, or you can even uncheck this so that way it doesn't show up. Now the hot button, this is going to be at the bottom of the invoice page. What this allows you to do is add a few functions within a software. Two of them already have set up here. Is going to be your delivery address and gift card. So if you select the function, you click from this list, and then there's a whole list of different functions you can choose from. Order discounts, desired grand totals, calculators, fixed amounts, open cash drawer. So if you want to enable that feature, you simply select it, choose show this button. You can even change the text. So if you want that to be different from what it is, you can change that here. And you can also add a picture or select the back color or the text. Then once you're done, just hit save. And then now that's going to show up at the bottom of the screen, as you can see here. Now that's pretty much it for the menu settings. Any other questions, feel free to give us a call.